This is going to be great, Mr. Black. You just do your thing. This is exactly what Jim Cornette wants. This is going to be a moneymaker. The fans are going to love it.
It's going to be a big TV spot.
Yes, it is.
Well,
All
what
right,
Cornette
here,
wants,
we got to get Cornette on the
gets.
phone,
I mean,
as in like right now.
What are you doing?
Mr. Black, can I have your autograph?
Whoa! Whoa! Mr. Black, can I have your autograph? You're my son. What do you want with his autograph? Mr. Black, Mr. Black.
If he wants my autograph, he gets my autograph. You
Listen.
walk around here all this time. No, you just listen. You walk around here talking about all these problems. What's your problem today? Can't get somebody on the phone? Can't get your own trailer?
Listen here, Black.
You've got a problem, and you're looking at it. What do you want to say?
Well, Mr. Black, you know I never had a problem with you. I realize you smash everybody like a bug. But you see, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. There's no doubt you've destroyed all the boys here in AWA Apex. But I'm going to tell you something. If you want to kick it up a notch, midget at a urinal time, you get in the ring with me, and you'll not only be a dominant wrestler, you might just entertain somebody.
All right.
I've never been the bug.
Hold on.
Always the windshield.
Okay, I'm going to go talk to Mr. Cornette right now. We're going to get this straightened out, but not out here. In there. Come on, Mr.
Wait.
Black, let's go.
It's kind of funny she'd get a hold of Cornette.
Whoa! What do you mean? Right now? Man!
Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away haven't changed, had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Well, fans, welcome to Studio Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Brian Logan. This is a different start this week because Jim Cornette, the commissioner of Apex, has put word down that Black Attack Challenge right now in the ring before we get anything out of the way. But let's go down and get this match started with the introduction.
Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit and is a special challenge match for the AWA Apex Championship and $4,000. The challenger, weighing in at 235 pounds from Planet Hollywood, this is Flex. And his opponent, the AWA Apex Champion, the AWA Phenom, from anywhere he wants, weighing in at 400 pounds, Mr. Black.
Well, the fans are behind Mr. Black. This is the first time I ever actually heard silence when someone was announced. But I guess that's the vibe that Flex is giving off. We saw these two at the beginning of the match, at the beginning of the television show, I should say, that led to this match.
Wait a minute! Jack Hawkins! Let's hear it!
No, we're not going to do this again this week, are we? Oh, come on. You mean you're telling me that we got to read this thing every single week?
Jack Hawkins!
All right, I want to see this match, so I guess Josh, read the damn thing.
The Gulf Coast Assassin, The final frontier of wrestling, the final stage of human evolution. You just entered Planet Tollywood.
This is where you people go crazy, you idiots.
The national champion powerlifter, the world teenage deadlift record. He played bongos for Miami Sound Machine.
Oh, God, I can't. Well, finally, that's out of the way. And fans, before Gloria Stefan sues Apex, Flex did not play bongos for the Sound Machine.
Oh, yeah.
You did not. Well, fans, we have a title match in the ring. Jim Cornette on request by Katie Cook. We saw what happened. I don't know what the deal was. Flex was trying to say he wanted to get him on this.
Come on, punk! They could have at least gave me a chance to scout some film.
I mean, said that he was trying to get Cornette on the phone. They were going to film a pre-taped interview that they never got to, but instead we got this match. You know, Flex saying that he wants to scout some film. Well, my gosh, he's seen the Mack truck run over everybody for weeks now. He's been champion for nearly 6 months, unstoppable, as you see the test of strength. And the fans right behind Mr. Black. And this is an interesting matchup because Flex, like he said before, he was the powerlifting champion as a teenager. He's a strong individual. And Mr. Black, I mean, the Redwood, the big Mack truck, if you will, throwing the challenger off. Again, $4,000 on the line. Black Attack Challenge. If Flex can pin him for the 1, 2, 3, he'll get $4,000 and become the Apex champion. But so far, this is Flex's first attempt, but so far, no one has come anywhere close to winning that. The stars of Apex Wrestling, the American Wrestling Association, Studio Championship Wrestling, a jump start, if you will, this week, going straight to this match by order of Jim Cornette on behalf of Katie Cook. As you see the full arm dragon twist roll through, trying to pick that leg, got it up off the mat, but couldn't unrest the balance, if you will, of the phenom of the American Wrestling Association. Fans, stay tuned. We also have the TV main event, the tag team title, on the line today on television. Team Gay challenging the Cuban Commandos. Also, we're going to hear from the Canadian Idols, the Scuffle and Hillbillies here, the Grapes of Wrath, the Shooting Star Champion. But right now, a title match for the Apex title in the ring, full arm dragon twist. Roll through again, going to pick that leg, and he couldn't even get it off the mat that time. And a clothesline, knocking Flex, knocking him down in a big elbow. Irish whip, into the buckle. Big boot, staggers Flex, and he's down into the corner. And the stomps to the shoulders of Flex from Mr. Black. Irish whip. Hooks him for that side slam. Drops him down. A 15-minute time limit increased this week for this contest. Usually TV time limit is 10 minutes, but they get the extra 5 this week. 15-minute time limit for the Apex title. $4,000 in the Black Attack Challenge. Mr. Black facing for the first time ever Flex. The two had a confrontation. Flex's son, Jordan, wanted to get an autograph of Mr. Black, and Mr. Black, was agreeing to sign the autograph for the kid, but Flex was, I guess he was offended. I mean, hey, I can remember being a kid and wanting an autograph. I wanted an autograph from anybody I could find. I mean, if I could have got Shirley Love's autograph as a kid, I would have loved it. But, I mean, and he hooks me first time, but couldn't get him up. But Flex, I mean, this new side that we've seen of Flex since losing the Shooting Star Championship, I mean, there's just something coming out of him. I mean, there's something in the head of Flex, and I just don't know what it is. He's preoccupied with myself, and he's just not thinking as Mr. Black drops that big leg after the full scoop of the slam, going for that lateral press, putting all that weight on his chest. But Flex scooting out the back door. I would have to say that this is the toughest competitor, the most fit competitor, the most in shape, and a former champion that Black has ever been paired up against here in Apex. Big left to the gut. The crowd behind Mr. Black. Big shoulder driving that 400 pounds into the gut of Flex. Shoots to the buckle. Driving in, nobody home, and he went all the way to the buckle. He might have hit his shoulder on that turnbuckle into that post, that iron post in the corner, and that might be the break that he's looked for. And Flex going to town on that shoulder, on that rotator cuff, hooking in that arm bar and cinching it in deep. That is, I tell you, that's something we haven't seen. A mistake. The quickness by Flex and Black hitting that shoulder on the steel ring post. That might be the equalizer. Now driving that knee. Flex driving the knee and getting really in there on the hold. The crowd still behind Mr. Black. I tell you, the past few weeks, the fans have really turned their back on Flex. And I'm not so sure if the fans have turned their back on him as much as he has turned his back on the fans. I mean, he's the hometown hero. Fujiwara armbar, submission maneuver. Fujiwara armbar right there. Referee Monty Combs in position, right on top of his game. And I tell you something else I want to point out. Herbie Inscott has been missing ever since the Shooting Star champion, former Shooting Star champion Flex lost that title to Alan Lynch. We haven't seen hide nor hair of Herbie Inscott. And I think somebody ought to look into where Herbie Inscott is because he hasn't been around since that match. Black's out to the floor. Hammer of the gods, and Black's on the floor. Our film staff right there. Cameraman Jesse Mann right there. Film staff. As you see him shaking off the Flex going. Looks like he's diving over there, but Black catches him and rams him into that wall a second time. He's going to scrape him up, and he slaps him on the concrete floor. My God, he's on the concrete floor. This is stumbling out to the floor here at the Apex Arena. And where's Black going? Black's walking away. Flex is on the floor. The referee's called for the bell. Let's get the official word.
This match has ended in a double countout.
Well, fans, there you have it, a double countout. Flex appears to be injured on the floor. We got to go commercial. I mean, let's stay with it. We got to go. We'll be back after this, fans.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
Fans, welcome to Studio Championship Wrestling. Again, I'm Brian Logan. Let's go to the ring. We've got a great show. The tag team titles on the line in our TV main event, but let's take a look at Alan Lynch.
Our next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First from LA, weighing in at 235 pounds, Max Rock. And his opponent from Nitro, West Virginia, weighing in at 200 pounds, Awesome Alan Lynch.
All right, fans. Awesome Alan Lynch here in competition. Again, he lost his Shooting Star Championship. We're going to show you some VTR footage coming up right after this match. But he's got some fire in him going against Max Rock right here. Noah Lott, the newcomer who we had seen some videos in previous week. A pin attempt right there. And there's some controversy in that match, but we'll address that in the next segment. And we'll also get a word with Alan. Right now looking very vicious, throwing a drop kick right there to the back of Max Rock. Referee right in position. Alan Lynch on the comeback trail again. Two-time Shooting Star champion, looking for that third. Going against, I guess, Noah Lott here in the future. I'm sure there'll be a rematch. And I wonder where does Flex fit into all this? Where does Flex fit into the Shooting Star division now? We saw him with Mr. Black earlier. As you see Alan Lynch with the rear chin lock, the stars of Apex Wrestling. What a strange week we have here this week. I mean, the action hot and heavy. You can't even kind of follow. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, I got a format of the matches, but I mean, it's outside the box this week. Alan Lynch with a side headlock, rollover attempt by Max Rock. The fans behind Awesome Alan Lynch, the most popular man in Apex. The fans always behind their hero, Alan Lynch. Max Rock working to a vertical base. Alan out to the full arm bar. Full twist. Laying that chop in. Double chop to Max Rock. Going for the pin attempt. Hooks that leg. Irish whips him again. Reversal. Big clothesline. Big right hands by Max Rock. Max Rock looking good last week. Still came up, didn't make it to the pay win. It came up on the short end, but he's looking good this week. Max Rock is one of these young kids that just needs a victory. Beautiful suplex, and I think he's getting closer and closer each week. This kid is looking good. He's caught the eye of the Apex officials. He's caught my eye. I'm telling you, this kid has a future in wrestling as he delivers these forearm blows to Alan Lynch. And Alan Lynch a little worse for wear right now. Now delivering those chops just like he had got before from Alan Lynch. Swings out of the way. Chop to the chest. Possibly going for that monkey flip. There it is. Springboard into the monkey flip. Hooks the leg. Referee in position. The stars of Apex Wrestling. And again, that tag team match. The rematch. Team Gay going for the tag team championship against Cuban and Davis in our TV main event. That's another 2 count right there by Alan Lynch. And a chop onto Max Rock's chest. Grazed him. I think Max Rock managed to move out of the way a little bit, going for that big kick. Driving it down. I thought maybe he might be going for that awesome drop. Hooks him up. That's what it looks like. Awesome drop. Hooks him and drops him. And that's going to be it. Let's get our word.
And here is your winner, Awesome Alan Lynch.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family, Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
Apex fans, I am joined here at ringside with awesome Alan Lynch. And Alan, at this time, I have some VTR footage in a match between you and Noah Lott.
Flex still calling the match straight down the line. He saw that foot placement on Noah Lott. And now Noah Lott once again driving the strong elbows into the back of the head of awesome Alan Lynch. Now driving the knees into his back. Keeping Alan Lynch face first onto the mat. I don't know much about this Noah Lott guy, but evidently he knows this, that the best way to defeat awesome Alan Lynch, my goodness, a near fall there, fans, but that's what I was saying. The best way to keep Alan Lynch, to defeat Alan Lynch, is to keep him down on the mat. Alan Lynch, a straight high flyer. We've seen some of the most unbelievable stunts and maneuvers from Alan Lynch, and that's why he is the Shooting Star champion. And now Flex having to pull Noah Lott away from Alan Lynch there, from wrecking his face. And now Noah Lott's the one sitting in the chops and sending Alan Lynch into the turnbuckle. Now Alan gets out of the way, slides out of the way very quickly. Now giving Noah the chops, he's coming in. He's going for the monkey flip, there it is. And so I was saying, fans, those high flyer maneuvers. He's got him down on the ropes. He may be going for it again, Alan Lynch. Another 619 maneuver from Alan Lynch. He's got him up for the roll-up. 1, 2. That was almost it, fans. He almost retained the title once again as he's got him into a half crab. Flex still calling this match straight down the middle. I'm so surprised at what I'm seeing here. This match could not be turning out as any more better. Alan Lynch driving the knees into the leg of Noah Lott and still applying that half crab. Now keeping Noah Lott down into the mat. I think Alan's learned something here about Noah Lott. The best way to keep him from keeping you from winning this match is to keep him down from the mat. Alan Lynch and Noah Lott are evidently one and the same here. Two very strong, experienced competitors, although Noah Lott, a newcomer here in Apex, already showing full force though. Alan Lynch now dominating his hip. A nice flipping senton. Very, very great maneuver there. 1, 2. I thought that he retained the title there, fans. From that senton flip from Alan Lynch straight into the rib cage of Noah Lott. And now once again sending those slaps in. Noah Lott somehow fighting back. He's raking the eyes. Flex, where you at on that one? Where was Flex at on that one? Now Alan Lynch back down on his knees into the turnbuckle now. Noah Lott has gained control yet again. Jabbing the fist, sitting Alan back into the ropes. Still yet using those closed fist punches straight in the face of Alan Lynch. Both men evidently are worn out here throughout this match. And now Flex is trying to drive him away. Trying to keep Noah Lott away from using the ropes to his advantage over Alan Lynch.
10 minutes have passed in this match. 10 minutes.
And still yet, Noah Lott applying that variation submission maneuver, using those ropes to his advantage. He almost got a disqualification there from Flex as it counted nearly to 5. A 5 count gets you a disqualification from using those ropes. Very illegal maneuver now as Noah Lott gains full control over Alan Lynch yet again, keeping him down on the mat with straight submission maneuvers, a rear chin lock as you can see, as he's driving that knee into the back
and pulling the neck back of Awesome Alan Lynch. Very, very, very painful maneuver. The crowd is erupting here, fans, trying their best to help Alan out as much as they possibly can without jumping in the ring and slamming their fists in the Noah Lott. Alan Lynch back up, gives him a jawbreaker. Alan Lynch back up to his feet now. A clothesline. Another clothesline. Alan Lynch found that adrenaline rush. 3 clotheslines down. 1, 2, and another kick out from Noah Lott. Absolutely electrifying match we have on our hands here, fans. Both men trying their best to get up to their knees. Alan Lynch now clubbing down Noah Lott as much as he possibly can. Still keeping strong through all this. Now Noah Lott fighting back. He's setting him up, looks for a swinging neck breaker. He's got him up again. He's stayed connected on that. Going for it. Is that another swinging neck breaker? He's trying to rip Awesome Alan Lynch's head off here, fans. Very devastating maneuvers. A 3rd swinging neck breaker. I'm seeing variations from German suplexes, from snap suplexes, but never 3 swinging neck breakers in full force like that. Amazing maneuver from Noah Lott. Extremely devastating. He's 0 on the apron now. What's he got planned here? He's going to do a springboard out and drives his elbow down into the chest of Alan Lynch. Goes for the pin here. 1, 2. A near fall, fans. Alan Lynch. A near fall, Noah Lott. Almost. His first night here, almost got that. And another near fall. His first night here, and he almost won the Shooting Star Championship. Noah Lott once again gaining full control of the match. He's back up on the apron. He's going to springboard again, but he misses. Alan Lynch found a way, found enough strength to get out of the way. He's back up to his feet so quickly and goes for a leg chop there. 1, 2. Another near fall. Alan Lynch still yet nearly retaining his title there. Another leg drop there. I think Alan Lynch is fed up with this match. He's wanting to retain his title. 1, 2. Another near fall. And now the fans here are complaining, saying that Flex is counting too slow. In my opinion, Flex has been counting this match straight down the middle. But the fans are totally behind Alan Lynch here. He is their Shooting Star champion. As I've said, one of the most popular superstars here. And Noah Lott is proving a double crossbody there. As I was saying, Noah Lott proving very, very competitive here. Very, very strong. Noah Lott proving to be a great, great competitor here at Apex. And now Flex, he's getting close to a double count out here. Can these guys get back up to their feet? There's the Cuban Assassin. What's he doing out here, fans? He's distracted the ref. Alan Lynch and Noah back up to their feet, sending simultaneous chops to each other. Noah Lott's got him. He's got him with a that wrenching submission maneuver on Alan Lynch. What's he got here? Alan Lynch reverses. He's got a roll-up. Alan Lynch with a roll-up. The Cuban. There it is, the awesome drop. Flex lays out the Cuban Assassin. Alan Lynch should be winning this match, and now Flex is totally distracted by the Cuban Assassin. What's going on here, fans? And there's Evan Davis. What is this? Did Devin Davis just hand something to Noah Lott? Flex just totally distracted. Flex, turn around. What's going on? It looks like Noah Lott he just knocked out Alan Lynch with some brass knucks. And now, referee Flex, your special guest ref, once distracted by the Cuban. It looks Flex doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to count this. 1. No. 2. No. 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a new Shooting Star Champion. This is unbelievable, fans.
The definition of
Your winner and new AWA Apex Shooting Star Champion, Noah Lott.
the picture of perfection. Noah Lott.
This is unbelievable, fans. Flex looks as if he's absolutely outraged as he has to hand over that Shooting Star Champion, Alan Lynch's Shooting Star belt, over to Noah Lott. Thanks to the Killing Commanders, thanks to Devin Davis and the Cuban Assassin, the belt has changed hands. Flex has walked out of here with his head hanging low. This is unbelievable, fans. I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Precision.
I can't believe it.
That was awesome. That was awesome, guys. I'm Cuban Commandos. I'm so proud of you guys all.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Let's do
That was
it.
awesome.
Let's do it.
Finally, look at this. Shooting Star Champion.
Yes.
Tag champions. You know what? You were right all along. The family, oh, they're gonna be ecstatic.
Yeah.
They're gonna open up with hugs and kisses, man. Oh, this is so perfect. Look at this belt, man.
For once you had a great idea and you came through. For once you came through.
Dude, I told you, man. I told you it was a good idea. Didn't I tell you?
Thanks for calling me up, man. It was so awesome.
The drive wasn't too bad, was it?
No. You know,
it was worth
the
it.
drive compared to this, awesome. Look at this.
Yeah. It's all about the familia. Your family. Your family.
Each and every one of them. They're so stupid.
Yeah.
Mr. Davis and I. Cousins. That's right. Cousins. Mr. Davis called me up and said, "You want a shot at the Shooting Star Championship?" That was a given. Yeah, hell yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And now the Cuban Commandos grow one more, and we almost have all the gold and the glory. And now, with Noah Lott, we know everything. And they can shut their stinking mouths.
Now, I tell you what!
Yeah.
Alan, I told you ever since we got here, I wasn't done with you. Every week I've tried my best. I've come out here, I've screwed you every week. Every place that we've gone. It's been one after another. And look at this, Alan, you don't got the belt no more. I told you I'd get it off of you one way or the other. I told you. You never believed me. You never believed me. Look at it.
You know what? As soon as I went out there, I told those stupid people that they didn't know nothing, but they didn't believe me.
Yes.
Who's right now? Who knows a lot now? The definition of greatness. Apex Shooting Star.
Yes. Yeah. Viva la Cuba! Yeah. Yes, I know.
Alan, after seeing that footage, what are your thoughts?
You know, it's crap like that really irks me. As many times I get in that ring and I pin everybody 1, 2, 3, fair and square, and put that belt where it belongs, some young punk has got to come around and screw me over. You know what? I'm tired of this crap. Guys like Max Rock has got to pay for all that. Tell you what, Noah Lott, I don't care how new you are, that belt will end up around my waist again.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show.
Fans, we are joined here at ringside with the Canadian Idols Lance Erickson and Brett Taylor.
Listen, what I want to know is a few minutes ago, we had this punk Alan Lynch out here squabbling and crying about how he's getting screwed over and this and that. You know who's getting the screws put to him? The Canadian Idols. That's who. How in the world did we beat that gay team of whatever their names is, J.C. Lynch? He's just like his brother, and that other one, Shane Storm. We annihilated them last week. The Canadian Idols are here for one reason, and that's those tag straps. After we get those, we go for the world straps. So let me tell everybody in the back, Jim Cornette, anybody else, we're not here to play. I don't understand. You tell me how in the world we don't have the title shot, but the two gay guys do. Tell me, can you give me an answer to that? Can you? Huh? That's what I thought. Nobody around here can. You, these ugly people from Oak Hill, West Virginia, Jim Cornette, nobody. Nobody can tell us. And that's what I'm saying. So let me tell you something. I don't care who has the belts. It doesn't matter. The Canadian Idols are here for one reason, and that's gold. One way or the other, we're getting gold. Doesn't matter who's got them. So keep your eyes in the back of your head, because the Idols are coming. Let's go, Brett.
Fans, some very strong words from the Canadian Idols.
Well, fans, there you hear it. Lance Erickson is fired up this week. I mean, I can't argue with his logic. I mean, last week, they gained the victory over Team Gay in their TV debut, but this week, in the main event, Team Gay gets the championship match. Now, granted, Team Gay is the former champions and had that rematch clause, but I tell you, Jim Cornette has his hands full with a tag team situation, and we have another tag team right here, the Grapes of Wrath, and they're taking on two top contenders. Let's go down and wait for their opponents.
Our next contest is a tag team spectacular scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Team 1, from parts unknown, weight unknown, led by Breeze, Professor Danger, and Death Falcon Zero, the Grapes of Wrath. And Team 2, weighing in at a combined 500 pounds, first from Scarborough, West Virginia, the Pride of the Plateau, Jason Kincaid. And from Inez, Kentucky, the Scufflin' Hillbilly.
Well, fans, talk about tag team action. The team of Jason Kincaid and Scufflin' Hillbilly we've seen a couple of times. And the Grapes of Wrath, who have been gaining victories across the territory. The tag team division heating up. The Canadian Idols are livid. And, of course, coming up right after this match, the tag team main event for the tag team titles of Apex. Cuban and Davis, Team Gay. Drop kick right there by Jason Kincaid on Professor Danger. Snapmare now. Keeping him in his own corner, keeping him isolated. Makes the tag. Oh my gosh, what a kick. Big elbow by the Hillbilly on Professor Danger. I've just been brought a note here by one of my stooges at ringside. Apparently Jim Cornette, due to the fact of what happened last week, has not only signed this rematch, but on behalf of, is this correct? Senton by Jason Kincaid. This can't. Well, anyway, I have an official memo here from Jim Cornette that says next week on television there will be an in-ring debate between Professor Danger and the Scufflin' Hillbilly. That's what it says, so I guess next week. But we saw last week, we saw the Death Falcon Zero loading up that mask, and they got all over the Hillbilly. And this week is a main rematch right here from last week. Jason Kincaid and the Hillbilly against the Grapes of Wrath. As you see, the big slam. A debate? I can't believe that. A debate? And he went for that knee, but he misses. Nobody home. Death Falcon Zero with a double sledges into the back. These two guys working great as a unit. I mean, Professor Danger showed up as the manager. I see him, Breeze. I see him. Professor Danger showed up as the manager of Death Falcon Zero. Breeze was talked him into being a wrestler. And they're one of the top teams we have here in Apex now, and they've been gaining victories all around the territory. Of course, now they've been gaining victory by loading up that headgear, that mask, but they're victories nevertheless. Irish whip, drop toe hold, and a leg drop. Double team maneuver there with some precision. Not great precision, but some precision. And dropping another leg down in the lower of the spine. And he's hooking his opponent. He looks like he's going for a press, but he's the wrong way. He's got to flip his opponent over. You'd think the professor... I think he's choking him. Tag made. Death Falcon in there. The Infinite Body, as the Infinite Mind calls him. Oh, he went for that headbutt. Nobody home. Nobody home. Called for that headbutt. No one there. The crowd rallying behind the Hillbilly. Hillbilly going to make the tag, but he's in the wrong corner. He sees his partner. Tags Jason Kincaid in. Big right hand to the professor. Enziguri to Death Falcon Zero. Enziguri caught him right in that ear. Got the professor. Grabs his head, four-way, all 4 men in the ring. It's broken down. It's a Donnybrook in Appalachia right here. Big right hands. Scuffling Hillbilly with Professor Danger, Jason Kincaid, running them two together. Kincaid now whipping Hillbilly. Keister butt in the corner. The Grapes of Wrath. Hillbilly grabs Breeze. Hillbilly's got Breeze. He's going to ram their heads together. But what was going on behind Death Falcon Zero? Did he have something in his mask again? He got the victory. What just happened there?
And here are your winners, Professor Danger and the Death Falcon Zero, the Grapes of Wrath.
The Death Falcon Zero put something in that mask again and headbutted this week Jason Kincaid, while Scuffling Hillbilly was getting a measure of revenge for last week. I guess they get the victory, but they haven't won the war. And next week, fans, a debate, Professor Danger and the Scuffle and Hillbilly. We'll be back right after these words.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
Hi everybody, this is Jim Cornette, the Louisville Slugger, the manager of champions, and you're watching AWA Apex, the greatest professional wrestling action in West Virginia, the Mountain State.
Got the belts in our hands, and they have, but it's only the determination of a great champion. Barry Windham is keeping him from it right now.
He caught him by surprise coming off of the ropes, but he couldn't hold him. Dennis was right there. He was backing up Bobby, Johnny.
That was all legal. That was a tag made in there, and a cut off and saved by the Midnight Express. Shows what an intelligent team that they are. Cornette has had them together a long time, and they want these belts in the worst way.
And I think, too, it shows the effect of the beating now on Barry Windham, because if Barry had really been thinking with a clear head when he was in the ropes, he would have reached back for a tag to Ronnie Garvin over there, Johnny.
When you're in as bad a shape as Barry's been, and he's been in this situation for 4 or 5 minutes now, you kind of lose track of where you're at in the ring, and he probably did not realize how close he was to that tag, as they have stayed right on top of him since they got the upper hand, Bob.
Clawing and ripping at the back and now the chest.
The only thing that's kept Barry going is that championship that's built into certain individuals. Hard right by beautiful Bobby. He doesn't get a breath.
Well, Bobby again, as he came charging into the ring, got between Windham and his partner Ronnie Garvin. At that time, Windham got a foot across the bottom rope. That stopped the count.
You notice that they've really kept him, except for maybe one occasion, a long way away from tagging his partner Ronnie Garvin. And right now, taking advantage of every situation. The Midnight Express are not losing one situation here. Cornette on his way over here again.
All right.
The referee was all the way across the ring. How can we pin the man when he ain't there to count?
Cornette complaining about the referee not counting. Dennis looked like he was trying to get Windham up for the suplex. He can't get it up, and there goes Dennis.
He did! Suplex! Both men down! Both men are out of there! On the mat! Barry doesn't know which corner to go to! Both men down! Holy cow! He got it!
Barry Windham just dove to the corner for the tag. Ronnie Garvin. And Garvin, who is completely fresh, look at him go to work.
Oh, right hand! Here he comes! Here comes that right hand! Ronnie Garvin makes it in right field! He got him! Saved by beautiful Bobby! Beautiful Bobby just in time! All four in the ring! Garvin is down! Here's Big Bubba!
Bubba now drags Bobby out of the ring. He's dragging Windham out of the ring. Cornette's in the ring. What is Cornette doing?
What's Cornette doing?
He threw something flame in the eyes and in the face of Garvin. The referee said ring the bell. Look at Garvin staggering, reeling and rolling around the ring in tremendous pain. No, wait a minute. And here they come to get the bell.
Jim Cornette! What was that? Ronnie Garvin got a bunch of guys in. Rock and Roll Express. Just a huge ball of flame by Cornette right in the face of Ronnie Garvin.
I have never seen anything like that. I don't know what Cornette did, but all of a sudden there was a ball of fire right in the face of Ronnie Garvin, and he's just withering him in pain down in the ring now.
Well, we saw Cornette in the ring. We couldn't understand what he was doing. He was fumbling around with something. Ronnie got up, Ronnie. Here's Tim Horner, and here's Jimmy Garvin. Jimmy Garvin in the ring.
Jimmy Garvin, what's he doing? As Gorgeous Jimmy comes in, he's got a towel now around the face of Garvin. Precious is in there.
Precious is in. They're trying. Jimmy Garvin trying to lead Ronnie Garvin out. Precious showing him the way. Let's see if they go down.
It's Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin in.
Precious right behind him. They're leading him down the aisle. Looks like toward the dressing room, Bob. Cameraman with him, maybe we can stay with it.
Caught him right full in the face. Complete surprise. He turned around, and there was Cornette. No way he had any idea something like that was coming.
Look, he's collapsed on the floor in the dressing room.
And look at, there is still Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin all over Ronnie Garvin. And he goes charging out of one. He's going to charge across the way to the other dressing room.
How he busted the other
He's got Cornette.
He's on Cornette. He's got Cornette in the middle of the floor. Jimmy Garvin on top of Cornette. They're trying to drag him off. There's bedlam in the other dressing room, Bob. Jimmy Garvin is went nuts. Come on, Jimmy. Come on.
Completely wild, man, is gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. He went from one dressing room when he looked at Ronnie Garvin again down on the floor in that dressing room. He went charging away. See, I think we can look at it in slow motion here, David, and maybe if we see it in slow motion.
He's got something in his hand.
Yeah. And just how and what, I still don't know, but watch here, slow motion as Garvin turns around now. Let's see if we can figure out, fans, exactly what he did. David, what's he doing here? It just...
Look at right in the... Look at...
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
Man, that was a great Mac Classic. Of course, the number one tag team in all professional wrestling, the Midnight Express, and that was classic with the fireball on Garvin. But right now, we're back to the present. We're back to the history of Apex, and the tag team title is on the line here in the main event. Let's go down to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our main event. It is scheduled for one fall and is for the AWA Apex Tag Team Championship. The challengers from San Francisco, California, weighing in at a combined 410 pounds. Gorgeous JC Lynch, Young Shane Storm, Team Gay. And their opponents from Havana, Cuba, weighing in at a combined 456 pounds. The AWA Apex Tag Team Champions, the Cuban Assassin, and Devin Davis.
Well, fans, there you have it. TV main event, one fall, time remaining. Tag team title on the line. We've seen these two teams meet countless times. This time, the tag team title on the line. The new champions. The championship committee didn't waste any time putting this back in the ring. The new champions of the Cuban Assassin and Devin Davis putting their title on the line against former champions, Team Gay. Fans, this should be a barn burner. This right here, the stars of AWA, the stars of Apex, the tag team division. Cuban chanting for Devin Davis, and I think the crowd here is going to be they're going to be behind Team Gay, just like J.C. Lynch was behind Devin Davis. And the Canadian Idols, we heard word from them before, and they're mad, and I don't blame them. I mean, they did defeat Team Gay last week, but they feel that they should have the title shot this week. But I mean, they've been a team for 1 week. Team Gay's been embroiled in this bitter feud since the inception, pretty much, of television here on AWA Apex and Studio Championship Wrestling. The tag division heating up. We just saw the Grapes of Wrath. We saw Jason Kincaid and the Scuffle and Hillbilly together. Also, there's been rumors that Alan Lynch and Jason Kincaid may be a team in the future. I mean, the tag division heating up. The Shooting Star division heating up. The action in West Virginia. The action in East Kestame. It's getting hotter and hotter, just like J.C. Lynch is hot and bothered right there. And Devin Davis is livid. He said he's had enough, and he tags in the Cuban Assassin, the ring general, the captain of the team. J.C. Lynch asking if they want Shane Storm. There's the tag made. Shane Storm stepping in over the bottom rope. Of course, we saw that title change hands due to the powder of Devin Davis. We also saw Devin Davis and the Cuban involved in the Shooting Star title change between Flex and Awesome Alan Lynch. Of course, the division's so hot and heavy, that title's changed again. I mean, it's just, the competition here is just wily, and the wiliest of the bunch is the Cuban Assassin and Devin Davis, because they seem to have their nose in everywhere it don't belong. Duck of the punch, Shane Storm right on the Cuban Assassin, going to town, Irish whip. Big, huge back body drop. Shane Storm going for the cover, hooks that leg. Monty Combs in position. Cuban Assassin out the back door. Going to work on the arm, full arm drag and twist. Goes over, goes to make that tag. Oh, and he tagged him on the butt, right on that keister. That's disgusting. What these guys do in their private lives is their private lives, but I don't know if that's Team Gay. Team Gay. All right, Cuban mounting some offense, bringing his opponent back into the corner. Referee, this is a double team in front. Now they make the legal tag. Referee Monty Combs. Now he's laying a count on as the Assassin's choking the life out of J.C. Lynch. Big right hand in the follow through right there. Cuban telling the fans at ringside to keep quiet, if you will. Pin attempt, he's not going to pin anybody like that. I was talking to Cuban last week and again earlier this week. You know, he says that there's something going on with his telephone. I'm going to call Castro, and I'm going to find out what's going on here with this phone. I mean, there was a little crackling going on. I don't know. I'm concerned with this. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating. But anyway, back to the action. Forearm blow, big elbow by the Cuban. Hooks the leg. J.C. Lynch out the back. Tag team competition. The champions looking good against the former champions. Has him into the corner. Big blow to the chest. Irish whip. Duck of the clothesline. Hey, clothesline right there. Both men down. Both men down. Davis hollering for Cuban. Shane Storm and the fans hollering for Sweetie. J.C. Lynch. The action, the TV main event, tag team title on the line. Tag made to Devin Davis, tag made to Shane Storm. House of Fire, Shane Storm, big right hand. Irish whip, drop kick to Devin Davis. Irish whip, big back body drop. J.C. Lynch coming across, it's a four-way. Shane Storm on Devin Davis. J.C. Lynch on the Cuban Assassin. They're going for that over the rainbow. They're going for over the rainbow. They hit it. We're going to have new champions. It's the Canadian Idols. It's the Canadian Idols. What the hell are they doing here? They're going to work on J.C. Lynch. They're stopping a motto on J.C. Lynch. Cuban Assassin on Shane Storm. Devin Davis trying to recuperate from over the rainbow. Cuban helping up his partner. They're going to town on Team Gay. They're all over Shane Storm. The Canadian Idol's all over JC Lynch. It's broken down. They're going for that tag team maneuver. Drop it down. Took his head off. The Idols in the corner going on JC Lynch. Shane Storm might have been decapitated for all I know. They're on top of him. Big right hand on the JC Lynch. What? No, we got to stay with this. We have got to stay with this. We are not leaving. We've got to see that this is a heinous crime. They're all over him, delivering the blows to JC Lynch. No, we got to stay here. We can't go. We cannot go. The Canadian Idols have destroyed this tag team match. Fans, all right, we got to go, fans. We'll see you next week. This is just broken down. It's uncalled for.